Yeah, fellas. Okay, so I just put up a video last night of J. Edgar Hoover's secrets. How can you use that in the game? I want you guys to think like a business, think like a true man, a real man. How would you use that in the game? I hope you're still thinking. Let's see. How can I use that in the game? All right, if you're African American and you're talking to African American women, it gives you something to talk about and discuss. Also, it makes you seem like a leader. Get it? Black women are often trying to take the role of leadership in relationships because, unfortunately, as black males on the planet in America, we've fallen down in the leadership category. We're having kids and walking away. Okay, I'm speaking to black guys right now, like I was last night. But so we have black women becoming more dominant, becoming more leadership. When you show that you have knowledge, okay, that's one of the signs of a good leader, someone who has knowledge. So when I give you knowledge, I'm trying to help you guys have something, not only just a conversation, but show that you have knowledge, that you're above her and you're knowing of things. Okay, anything that'll position you above the sister, all right, or even white chick. Now, you don't want to just be a dick. I mean, a walking around dick that women fuck. Remember what I teach you? You want to be her light in the darkness. When you're a light in the darkness, that means you're above her, right? That means you have knowledge to lead her that she can trust. So when I share with you stuff that's based on truth, which is what I do also, let me explain that I'm a teacher. That's what I was born to do. That's why I found my purpose. Okay, I started teaching when I was a little kid. Let's see, I was in ninth grade. Actually, kind of around the time I kind of woke up. That's why I started teaching other little kids. I used to have little classes in my garage. My mom built a room out there. I was teaching when I was learning at martial arts at the time. Okay. So anyway, I started teaching way back then. I've always gravitated to teaching. In high school, I knew I would become a coach, but I was pissed off because I didn't want to become a school teacher. Okay. So I've been attracted to my purpose in life my entire life. So what I teach is truth. Okay? Truth. Whether it's truth of life to make you better human beings, to make you more intelligent human beings, or truth of dating, or truth of building a website, or truth of whatever it is. I teach truth, right? So I give to you the pure, unadulterated truth, because that's my style. I give it to you the blunt shit, like I talked about last night, the depravity of that slave owner fucking his daughter, and the daughter fucking two of the sons. That's the blatant truth. Okay. Now, um, just so that I'm gonna have to make an example of this fella, so that we don't have this problem. There are some black fellows that feel like, oh, you shouldn't talk about that stuff. Just stick to dating. Now let's see, Tariq Nasheed. I started this before Tariq Nasheed did of the history stuff, as far as I know. But that's cool. I'm glad he's done as much as what he's done. But he does it, and one of the fellows was whining about it on my site, and we got into a discussion about it. And I believe in what Tariq Nasheed's doing, because look what he's done. He's produced a documentary on it. He does this and he does that. He hasn't lost any of his audience. So Corey Pillock saying, I love you, Supreme. I'm a black man, but don't forget what the primary product you are supposed to be selling, which is helping men with dating. That is not the primary product that I sell. That's where the confusion comes in. Okay? I help men become men. By becoming men, okay, by becoming men, women show up in your life. All right? So I teach you stuff, tools to help you become better men so you can go out there and pull more women into your life. But my main product is my main idea is teach you to become better men. Like I'm always talking about, run your life like a business. Okay? The focus that I channel it towards is dating in one area, but also I teach you about, like I have a book on how to find your purpose in life. I have a book on how to write an ebook. I have a product that I keep forgetting to put out on how to become a better public speaker, like I did. Okay? Now, what does public speaking have to do with going out there talking to women? It actually has a lot. People who don't see this, that's all they see is public speaking. That has nothing to do with me picking up girls, when it really does. That's why Corey made this comment, because he doesn't see the undertones of everything that I'm doing here. Like when I talk about black history, okay, I'm giving confidence and truth to black people. That's what I'm only talking to black people. And also the white folks that want to learn about true black history. They want to wake up to truth also. So if I can help, as we know, there's quite a few blacks that love this shit, like Super Black Dragon Rage. He's on the channel now, and he bought me that video. And he's learning game, and he's also spreading the truth and becoming a leader in his life also. But when I talk to black fellows, I'm trying to give you more confidence in yourself, teach you the truth of who we really are, because we grew up in the system to where we don't feel good about ourselves. Think about it. Think about how you got to struggle in your life. Every day, wake up black. I just saw the video, you know, the phrase was shopping while black. They did a racist study, and they actually set it up. It was fake, and they had these Caucasian people cost this black woman. They're all were actors, and so they didn't want her in the store, high class New York store, and they wanted to gauge the reaction of the people around them, and quite a few of the white folks, you know, took the store side. But then there were some white folks that said, I'm not shopping here. That's disgusting. And that gave me hope in humanity in Caucasian people. You know, to see them say, you know, take that black woman's side and storm out the store. And then to go outside to find out it's all set up anyway. One girl broke down crying at the treatment. Okay? So, what does that do for black people? That shows that, you know, not all white folks are bad. White folks in this channel, you guys are normal guys. You guys are the type of people I want listening to me. I want them to be friends. Okay? I can be friends if we're the right age. But it's the ones that, like in that video, one of the guys was saying, you know, you're right in what you did. Okay? Then he got outside the store and then denied it. Then they had him right there on film. Anyway. So when I'm talking about black history, I'm trying to give black people confidence. I know it makes Caucasian people, I know it makes you not feel good. It makes you, you know, when I point out stuff like it's true, you don't feel good. And I know you want to feel good, right? And you just want to get some ass techniques. But I'm trying to tell you, once and for all, I don't just give ass techniques, all right? I give man techniques. So when I can help my black men become better men, okay, that's my ultimate goal, help black men become better men. Okay, after I stop doing this, that's what I'm going to go on to keep doing. All right? So if I had a choice, as I said to Corey, between the two, you know, teaching history or teaching dating, if I had a choice, given a choice, I'd pick the history stuff, by the way. I started citing that and blah, blah, blah. But I enjoyed doing the two because, as Corey says, there's a time and a place to discuss issues in our community, maybe a different channel or something. But I don't discuss issues, I teach history. Okay? So that you know real truth. Like I don't come out and start talking about Obama, this, Obama, that. I don't talk about the problems between black men and women. You see me talk about that? That's the major thing we need to talk about. But I don't talk about that. Okay? I don't talk about issues. I teach history. I teach truth. Get it? So when I have the attention of black males, that's the perfect time. That's where obviously Corey is not a businessman. And he doesn't see that. But this is the perfect time and perfect place when you have a black man's attention, because you won't get it anywhere else. A black man will not go out to, like Corey, he won't go out to look for anything to do with our history. He won't go out and read a book on our history. Okay? That's what most brothers out there these days, that's all they do. And watch rap videos. I don't need that. I can go to Corey's channel. I bet you he's got a ton of rap videos there. No offense to Corey. I'm not going to try to put you down. I'm trying to show you to yourself and to show you where you're wrong at. Let's see. I saw, you know, I started looking at the channel. I saw the hip hop preacher. And I like that guy. He's come a long ways. Here we go. Akon, Jamie Foxx, Biggie. Yep. Okay, so that's cool, though. That's the type of music you like. Adele, that's good. Adele's actually pretty good. I like her singing. Ray J, Wizkid, Drake. Drake, yeah. Okay, so not just rap videos. So anyway, it shows that you're expanding yourself a little bit, but you need to expand yourself a little bit more there, Corey. Okay, and as I said, you're wrong. Also, you're trying to say that you speak for every black male. See, that's immature, that's selfish, that's self-centered. You cannot speak for every black male, because right below you there's a black male that's dog on it. He's the one that gave me the video. Okay? Look at all the black males that listen to Tariq. And look at all the black males that bought Tariq's product. Okay, he wouldn't have a product if those same, why he had those attention of those black males, by the way, while he had their attention, if he had not have been talking about that, his product would not have been successful. I know you probably don't understand business, you're not in business, but he did the right thing. Talk to the people that are listening to you right now. The market is there, and my market is there, okay, to educate. Now, as I said, I teach black history to give more confidence to black males. Real confidence. Okay? I'm talking about real, not that fake, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. I'm not talking about that kind of confidence that you know black guys have. Okay? The fake bravado. I'm talking about real confidence in who you are as a black man in the United States. Let me continue. You may have confidence. Actually, I do recall you writing to me about a girl that put you in friend zone. So, but you may have, some blacks have confidence and they think it's real confidence and all that kind of stuff. But you don't speak for the majority of black males, okay? You also don't tell your instructor what to teach. That's your second mistake. You don't ever tell your instructor what to teach. That'd be as dumb as like going to Tariq saying, hey, man, I don't think you should talk about that. Look what he does to people that say that shit. He bans them from his channel. Okay? By the way, has he lost black members? Or has it not increased? Has Tariq lost black members or has it not increased? Have I lost black members? No. Now, let's look at the Hodge twins. They started with bodybuilding. Shouldn't they have stuck to bodybuilding by your theory? Because they made this miraculous change in their bodies. Shouldn't they have stuck to that? Should that be the only thing? If we follow what you say, okay, I want to listen about bodybuilding. These guys did something good about bodybuilding. Teach me about bodybuilding. What do they talk about? Relationships. They talk about black folks. They talk about current events. And they expanded their channels. They talk about it in their main channel. I don't even know what their main channel is, actually. You know, I believe they got 2 channels. I think. I don't know. But in those channels, they go back and forth. Okay? They talk about everything under the sun. And when they started, before they started doing this, they had just 1 channel. They talk about everything under the sun. Now, I don't talk about current events, as you suggested there. Like I do want to talk about the 3 knuckleheads that kidnapped those girls, but you notice I stayed away from it. You didn't notice it. Nobody knows it. I could have talked about that and actually pushed this channel up to the top, like I did with the last time there was a current event. My videos were #1. Got a lot of exposure. Okay? I don't do that often. So, now that you understand that this channel is Corey, I'm talking to Corey, this video is for Corey. This channel is not about just getting ass. It's about making all men of all races better men. And if I could teach other races our real truth, I've also done a good thing. I know some Caucasian people, it makes them not feel good inside, and it gives them a bad feeling inside, but there are some Caucasian folks that they enjoy it. Okay? If I can break the back of white supremacy, I've done a good thing, at least amongst the members here. So when they meet black people in real lives, they don't just see them as just black people. Okay? You know, they won't have all that stigma that black people are this, black people are that, they all smoke weed and shit like that. Again, I've done a good thing. Right? So you got to think out more outside of your own selfish, self-centered point of view. Like the other fellows on my channel. I'll explain to him, or on my site. That's a selfish, self-centered point of view because you feel. It turned out he's a Jesus guy. And into righteousness. But just because you feel, okay, do you see what what you're saying? I mean, you're young, Corey. I'm 50, be 54. I've been successful at what I'm doing here. You're a guy that comes on YouTube, watches videos. Not to put you down or anything. I'm just, I point out the blunt truth. Okay? I don't sugarcoat it, don't candy coat it, right? So, you feel that I would lose my audience. Because you don't see the value. Right? Because you don't see the value. And the other black fellows, I think it was another black fella and a couple of Caucasian fellas. I always expect Caucasian people to complain. Because they don't want, it doesn't make them feel good. Some of the stuff I talk about, you don't feel good. If I was Caucasian male, I wouldn't feel good either. It wouldn't make me feel good. And like the little big men, it's about feeling good. But sometimes, as I say, the truth hurts. But it also can improve us. So, because you feel that you need to speak for all black males, and I've had tons of black males appreciate what I'm doing, and I did open a separate channel for that. Okay? I did open a separate channel for that. I talk here. Then when I want to go deeper into subjects, I'll go over there. All right? So if I want to talk about current events, I'll do it over there. If I want to talk real deep stuff, I'll do it there. But if I want to talk history and improve the black males, where I got their attention, I'll do it right here. Okay? Also, all the other races. Because all the races have been pimped out and programmed with the fake stuff. With the fake stuff. Like, I have a video that I forgot to upload that I'm going to upload in a few minutes on the same subject. So, when you see the subject, if you want to, that motherfucker need to stop that shit. just fuck with you. If you don't like the title or whatever, then just don't watch it, okay? When you see something that has to do with ass, then go ahead and watch that one. If that's how you want to live your life. But I'm going to be uploading videos on business, how to think more like a business like that. That's not going to be all about just getting ass, so you may not like those also. Just to warn you guys, okay? Because I said I'm trying to make you guys not scrub players. I said this before in videos, not scrub players at the bottom, scramble around just for ass. But up here, real players of life, okay? So, sorry to have to use you as an example, Corey, but I got to put this out there for the few people that don't like when I go and talk about stuff other than ass. And you know what the meaning that is, too? I mean, in my life, I started a business. I left a really good paying job at Pacific Bell Telephone to do my business. I mean, that's kind of demeaning. That's all I'm good for is about ass. I could teach trainers how to become better trainers, how to market themselves, like I've done with people on my forum who are trainers. Like one person that, in particular. I learned about guerrilla marketing. Look, I live my life. Now, I do wish that I had not had made my focus every Thursday, Friday, Saturday about ass. See, that's a mistake I made that I don't want you guys to make. Always chasing ass. Let ass chase you. That's what I say. Now, there's also someone on the forum that will make another comment too. As I go off to something else, Marco. Let's see. It was under the fear And let's see, here it is, Marco Singh. Singh? Singh. The bottom line is this, he says. If you're afraid of rejection, you will be single alone for most of your life. I want to thank you for that comment. If you're not bothered by rejection, you're going to get women, you're going to get laid. I want to ask you something, Marco. How many males do you think are not bothered by rejection? It may not happen all the time, but it will happen because you approached women. And that's what women are waiting for, guys to approach and talk to them. Okay, also, Marco, let's delve into this a little bit deeper. Women are waiting for guys to approach them and talk to them. But let's talk about what kind of guys are they waiting for. I want you to let me know what type of guys you think these women are waiting for. Is it just any guy? Creepy guys? Nerds? Geeks? Do they want them to approach them? Or do they just want the cool guys to approach them? The attractive guys also. That's one separate categories, by the way. The cool guys, attractive guys, separate categories. Do they just want tall guys to approach them? That's the third category. Do they want, let's say, jocks? That's another category, by the way. Cool guys don't have to be jocks. Pretty boys don't have to be cool guys. I've seen attractive guys who are just fucking geeks. Okay? So we got separate categories here. So talk to me. What type of guys do you think these women are waiting to approach? All right? That's my question to you there, Marco Singh. And size matters, length, girth, working the angles. Some girl put that out. Noah, yeah. Some girl put out a video called Size Matters. Wow. What women are looking for in men. A 2-minute video. Type that in there, Phils. What women look for in men. Bar. Straight bar. What women look for in a man. Bar. And then men want. True Grit Productions. You know, I gotta check this one out. Because the girl's saying this shit.
Hey guys, I'm Allie, and I'm here to give you some advice from a
True Grit Productions.
So, for me, the ideal
Wait a minute,
guy
True
is
Grit
someone
Productions?
who's totally honest and really fun to be around, but doesn't try to be funny. Like, being funny is definitely a positive trait, but if you try really hard to be funny, then it's kind of obvious and it's a turn off.
So far, she's okay. She's not.
Girls look for someone who's genuine, and when you give compliments, don't give them too much, okay? You have to give compliments. Like, no compliments is bad, but if you give too many, at a point, it seems kind of unbelievable. So make sure that you, with your compliments, are genuine and you don't give too many. And when you do, they can't.
Let me stop right there. When she's talking about is don't give too many compliments. You guys who are focused on compliments, you're obviously trying to be manipulative when you do, just start complimenting the bitch. And it's pretty obvious to a lot of women.
Can't be like, oh, you look like Jessica
Alba
or something. Don't say stuff like that, because then it's just like not believable. I've had guys say things like that to me, and I'm like, no, that's not genuine. Just stop.
Wait a minute. Okay, if she had more than one guy say it, she might bear resemblance to these people.
What you need to know is that girls.
She has dark hair. I don't see it myself.
Don't care about your appearance nearly as much as guys care about girls' appearances. So just make sure that you have good hygiene and that you keep up with your hygiene. But if you're not naturally like really good looking, that's fine. Girls will still like you. Make sure that like.
That's what this person wanted to put out. If not naturally, and I like that. Not good looking. If you're not naturally good looking, girls will still like it. That's why you want to build the other stuff they're looking for. Let's see who True Grit Productions is. I'm going to go to something else here. Do white guys like black women? What do white men like in black women? Okay. What women look for in men? That's that one. How to roll a joint? Wow. Solidarity, brother. How to pass a marijuana drug test? This is a white guy. Obviously, he likes sisters. Those kind of white guys. See another one down here. White people need to stop blaming Obama. Well, at least the brother's in shape. I've never heard of the guy. Anyone else? You guys ever heard of this dude? How to deal with depression. My 10-year anniversary dealing with depression. How not to be a fat American on food stamps. A step-by-step guide. Okay. Everybody's got an opinion. Just give them a camera and a mic. Props to the brother, though. All right, fellas. I'm out of here. I'll be back probably over the weekend. Maybe I'll get something to talk about. I'll have a conversation with you. Because that's what I do, is I have conversations with you. You may not realize, but in my conversations, I teach you. All right? Peace.